Hey everyone, what is going on? So welcome back to another meta guide. So we're in the Great League Remix Cup. So in the Great League Remix, the top 20 most used Pokemon from the previous season from Aces and above are not going to be eligible. So the Pokemon that are banned are going to be Venusaur, Nidoqueen, Alola Ninetales, Lickitung, Lantern, Azumel, Umbreon, Skarmory, Swampert, Sableye, Medicham, Altaria, Wolverine, Registeel, Defense Deoxys, Bastiodon, Scrafty, Galarian Stunfisk, Talonflame, and Trevenant. And you know, I find it funny that some of these Pokemon like Alola Ninetales and Nidoqueen were nerfed because their moves were nerfed, but they're still bad. Now, obviously, they were not nerfed the previous season, so that's why. So it makes sense. I'm just pointing that out. But either way, we're taking a look at the Great League Remix today, so let's go ahead and see what I think are going to be some of the best Pokemon to use and some of the strong teams. So for the S rank, we're going to have Steelix with Dragon Tail. Steelix is probably going to be one of, if not the best Pokemon in this meta. Dragon Tail, Psychic Fangs. It also has Crunch, it has Earthquake. But yeah, going to be a great Pokemon in this meta for sure. You'll definitely see Steelix, no doubt about it. Then we have Guzzlord. So Guzzlord, how you get a Guzzlord is during the Ultra Beast event, the Ultra Beast where they came back, Ultra Beast Arrival, I think it was called, something like that. They gave a Guzzlord out at level 15 in Time to Research. So if you got that one, you have one below 1500 CP. Or you could also swap one with somebody else and it could reroll below 1500 CP. But Guzzlord is going to be a great Pokemon, another Dragon Tail user. Gotta stay away from Fairy types, but there's really not many Fairy types in this meta, to be honest. So I don't think you have to really worry about that. It's also weak to fighting. But yeah, Guzzlord is going to be a great Pokemon. I cannot wait to use one. Unfortunately, I don't have a good one. But at the end of the day, I have one. So that's all that matters. Doesn't really matter if it's good or not, I don't think. But then we have Pelipper with the newly buffed Wing Attack. So Wing Attack is going to make Pelipper even better. It gets to the Weather Ball and Hurricane just that much faster. Going to be a great Pokemon. And we have Aurorus. Now, Aurorus actually was buffed this season because it has Meteor Beam now. And I was checking PvPoke, and they do recommend Weather Ball and Meteor Beam with Powder Snow. So, yeah, really cool for Aurorus. I think Aurorus is actually going to see some play, which is really exciting. I mean, it's a cool Pokemon. I really like the Pokemon, so I'm down for it. I'm definitely interested, especially with all the flyers, right? Like Pidgeot, Noctowl, even Pelipper, which takes neutral damage, I guess, from Ice. But still, you know, I mean, it's going to be really strong, that Ice typing, I think. And then we have Mandibuzz. So Mandibuzz is another flying type, a really bulky one at that. It wasn't buffed this season. It doesn't have Wing Attack, but still really strong Pokemon, really bulky Pokemon. Then for the A rank, we have Registeel. Regirock. I think Regirock is going to be really solid this meta, just because of, as I mentioned, all the buffs to flying types. We're going to see more Noctowl, more Pidgeot, more Pelipper, and the Stone Edge from Regirock going to be doing really well. Then a couple flyers. We have the Pidgeot and the Noctowl. Of course, Wing Attack, as we know, was buffed, so I think these two Pokemon are looking really strong. Gust is also an option on Pidgeot, but I think the Wing Attack is probably the way to go. Then we have Diggersby. So Diggersby is actually, it has a couple good moves. It has Mudshot and it has Quick Attack as a fast move. Both of them are really strong. So yeah, going to be another great bulky Pokemon. Then for the B tier, we do have Double. So Double is a double kick user. So really cool there, double kick and body slam. And it also has Wild Charge or Payback. You'd probably go Wild Charge in this meta to hit the flyers. But if you go, yeah, I mean, I guess you have no way to really do much against Steelix if you don't go Payback. So you could go either or, but yeah, Double going to be pretty interesting. Then we have Wilius. So Wilius is another Dragon user with Dragon Breath, really strong. Togedemaul, I think, is actually going to be a pretty good Pokemon this meta. I'm excited to see it used. Obstagoon, a counter user. Obstagoon with counter, Crush, Chop, Night Slash. Probably the moveset I would go with. Going to be a really strong Pokemon. Then we have Wishcash. So Swampert, of course, is banned. So Wishcash going to be making its appearance in this meta, definitely, right? It's going to be doing well, really well against Steelix, for sure. Yeah, really great Pokemon. Wishcash has always been good in every Great League Remix, right? Whenever Swampert's banned, Wishcash always comes out. But that's going to be the SA and B tier for you. And now we're going to move on to the other options. We have another Dragon. We have Dragonair. With the Body Slam, I mean, Dragon Breath, Body Slam, Aqua Tail, getting to the moves pretty fast, right? So Dragonair, definitely a really pretty spammy Dragon type, actually. Then we have Toxapex. Toxapex is really, really tanky with the Poison Jab. This one I kind of expected to be banned in the Great League Remix, but I guess it wasn't used as much as some of the other Pokemon. Still really good, definitely really good, really tanky, right? Then we have a couple more Dragon types, Dragon Tail users. We have Hakamo-o and kommo-o. So if you're thinking Double Dragon, probably looking at Guzzlord, and then one of these dragons really, really strong. Then we have Golbat. Golbat, of course, with Wing Attack was buffed, getting those Poison Fangs that much faster, as well as Shadow Ball. Munchlax, decent Lick user, of course. Lickitung is banned, so I think Munchlax could have some play here for sure. Pachirisu, I don't even know if I have one XL candy for Pachirisu, but if you do, I think Pachirisu could be pretty strong. Actually, it would be strong because of all the flyers, so, if you have like a hundo and you have the XL candies, more power to you. But if you're like me, you do not have it. But Gliscor is actually pretty interesting now because Wing Attack was buffed and it does have Wing Attack. So I do think Gliscor is going to be really spammy with Night Slash. It already is pretty spammy, but Earthquake as well, right? Then we have a couple counter users. We have Vigoroth. Of course, Vigoroth is always a great safe swap. And we have Machamp, or Shadow Machamp, going to be really strong as well as another counter user. Then we have Galvantula and Drapion. Drapion, I think, of course, always a great safe swap, right? Really spammy. So that's going to be the Great League Remix. Let's go ahead and move into the solid team options. So for the first team, again, this is we've had Great League Remix for a while now, right? But there's always some new ones that always get banned, some different options, right? So it's still a different meta. So for the first team, we're having a triple Dragon Tail team. Yes, Steelix and Double Dragon in the back. Of course, the back line going to be weak to ice, right? You don't like ice, but Steelix with the Dragon Tail going to be doing quite a bit to the Aurorus. The back line, obviously weak to Charm, but is there really a Charm user in this meta? Alola Ninetales is banned. I don't think you're really going to have to worry too much about Charm. The whole team does kind of struggle against Charm, so if you happen to face one, it could be a problem. But again, Steelix still has play against the Charm users, I guess, because it is resisting it, even though the Dragon Tail is resistant, or double resistant as well. But yeah, triple Dragon Tail, I think it could be a pretty cool team. Then we have another team. We have a counter user, Obstagoon, with double flying. So you could go with another counter user. You could go with Vigoroth or Machamp. Or even double, I think. But then you have a couple flyers, Pelipper and Noctowl, both of them buffed with Wing Attack. Could be a pretty strong team there. Then the next up, we have Aurorus in the lead with Togedemaru and Pidgeot in the back. So if you happen to run into one of the flyers in the lead, Aurorus definitely looking pretty good. And it's actually great if it's in the lead because you have Togedemaru to handle it later, right? Really solid team. You don't really have to worry about flyers, I don't think, with this team. Pidgeot with the Wing Attack. Then we have another team. We have Pelipper in the lead with double counter users, Obstagoon and Vigoroth. We also have Machamp. You could substitute and add Machamp on, but a pretty strong team. I think the backline is weak to fighting, but Pelipper is resisting fighting attacks. The next up, we have Golbat or Shadow Golbat with Registeel and Aurorus in the back. So the back line, of course, going to be weak to fighting, right? But Golbat is resisting fighting. So, pretty interesting team. Aurorus, I think, is a really good save. I think both of those could be pretty good save swaps in this meta, to be honest. Aurorus does really, really have to watch out for fighting, but I do think it's a pretty strong team. Next up, we have the final team in this list is going to be Guzzlord with Dragon Tail in the lead, and then we have Whiscash as well as Noctowl in the back. So, all these teams going to be pretty interesting. I'm curious to hear what you have to say about this Great League Remix. I feel like this is going to be significantly different than the other Great League Remix cups that we've had in the past. Obviously, we have a lot of new Pokemon like the Guzzlord, like the Wing Attack boost, as well as different Pokemon, some different ones that were banned. But yeah, going to be interesting to see the Great League Remix. I'm personally excited for it, but let me know in the comments down below if you're excited for it, and as I said, what team you plan on running. But anyway, I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate that. Have a good day. Bye.